Peace everybody, back with another video. This is Bill Cosby to be released from prison after Pennsylvania Supreme Court overturns his sex assault conviction. Yeah, so Bill Cosby is going to be released from prison after Pennsylvania court overturns his sex assault conviction. And as you can see, here's Bill Cosby, who's been in prison for allegedly raping women. Bill Cosby will be released from prison after his sex assault conviction was overturned by the Pennsylvania Supreme Court on Wednesday. Yeah, so his Bill Cosby will be released from prison after his sexual assault conviction was overturned by the Pennsylvania Supreme Court on Wednesday. 83-year-old Cosby has already served more than 2 years of his 10-year prison sentence in a state prison near Philly. So Bill Cosby, who is 83 years old, he's already served more than 2 years of his 10-year prison sentence in a state prison near Philly. So that's where he was for the 2 years that he was, and he should have been doing 10 years instead of 2 years. The ruling from Pennsylvania's High Court prevents a retrial in the case, according to the Philadelphia Inquirer. Yeah, so once the court has ruled that the ruling from Pennsylvania High Court prevails, a retrial in the case, and this is according to the Philadelphia Inquirer. Pennsylvania's highest court overturned Bill Cosby's sex assault conviction Wednesday after finding an agreement with a previous prosecutor preventing him from being charged in the case. So you got this Pennsylvania highest court. They overturned Bill Cosby's sex assault conviction Wednesday after finding an agreement with the previous prosecutor preventing him from being charged in the case. Cosby has served more than 2 years of a 3 to 10 year sentence at a state prison near Philadelphia. He had vowed to serve all 10 years rather than acknowledge any remorse over the 2004 encounter with accuser Andrea Constand. Yeah, so Andrea Constand, she nailed the coffin shut with Bill Cosby. She lied and said, Bill Cosby sexually assaulted her. First of all, Andrea Constand is, I don't know any other way of putting it, but let's just say she's with the LMNOP. Let me put it that way. That's who she's with. Nobody wants to touch her. I mean, Bill Cosby, why would he have an interest in Andrea Constand for? No, she put the nail in the coffin and said, Bill Cosby sexually assaulted me. She only did that to please her mother because her mother told her to nail the coffin shut, and that's exactly what happened. The 83-year-old Cosby, who was once beloved and America's dad, was convicted of drugging and molesting the Temple University employee at his suburban estate, which he was accused of that, but he's 83 years old. He was once beloved as America's dad. Of course, he was convicted of drugging and molesting the Temple University employee at his suburban estate, which I kind of find that hard to believe. But he did admit on one of the sexual assaults of one of the other women. I'm not sure who it was, but he did admit to that. But all these other women that came out and said, Bill Cosby did this, Bill Cosby did that, they all lied. He was charged in late 2015 when a prosecutor armed with newly unsealed evidence, Cosby's damaging deposition from her lawsuit, arrested him days before the 12-year statute of limitations expired. Yeah, so he was charged in late 2015. It was when a prosecutor armed with newly unsealed evidence. Of course, they had that evidence, but Cosby's damaging deposition from her lawsuit arrested him days before the 12-year statute of limitations expired. So in Pennsylvania, I guess there's a 12-year statute of limitations. The trial judge had allowed just one other accuser to testify at Cosby's first trial when the jury deadlocked. However, he then allowed 5 other accusers to testify at the retrial about their experiences with Cosby in the 1980s. So there was a trial judge that had allowed one other accuser to testify. And of course, it had to be Andrea Constand, because nobody could stand her, and that thing looks like a man. Let me put it that way. At Cosby's first trial, when the jury deadlocked. However, he then allowed 5 other accusers to testify at the retrial, but their experiences with Cosby in the 1980s. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court said that testimony tainted the trial, even though a lower appeals court had found it appropriate to show a signature pattern of drugging and molesting women. So this is what he got accused of. Of course, the Pennsylvania Supreme Court did say that that testimony tainted the trial, even though a lower appeals court had found it appropriate to show a signature pattern of drugging and molesting women. So that's what they are showed. That's what they showed of what happened for that trial. But yeah, but America's dad is going to be released from prison, and of course, this is going to turn out real messy. A lot of people are going to say, oh, bad things, this and that, and you know what? They need to mind their business. Okay, leave your comments below. I am out.